So we were here. I don't remember where here is. I just don't. I don't remember where here is. It's it's called Dog Patch. Quite frankly, I don't remember what we're doing. But I'm sure I'll figure it out quickly. Standard plastic bag, level litter. Even if you wanted to pick that up, it's practically scum welded to the street. What does that mean? Ooh, street art. Let's look at it.
You know, right after we found Hayden's apartment in such disarray, I started looking into graffiti and street art more thoroughly. I have never much considered doing any of it myself, but it seems like an interesting avenue to pursue once I move beyond abstract expressionism.
Been good so far. It's been kind of light on puzzles so far, but we've encountered a few.
The simpler tags, visual shoutings of identity and existence. They exhibit a feeling I can sympathize with, but it's these larger pieces, riots of color and chaos, that really interest me. Petty vandalism is beneath me, but there are other avenues for the practice. For example, did you know that Los Angeles in the mid-2030s legalized the tagging of mural-style street art on any building without requiring permission from the owner or city?
Oh yeah?
It was chaos of the highest degree for a while, but now the place is truly remarkable. Perhaps I will visit once this is all done with.
Perhaps.
Ah, I hadn't even noticed. Do you have much experience with gonzo journalism yourself? Reporting after or during direct participation? If you do end up writing on this experience, whatever you produce would be the very definition of it. You're too close to be objective now, and you're a key subject in this event. It doesn't seem to be your usual style, but you couldn't go another route at this point, and you're in the clear as you didn't instigate the situation. I've never had much interest in the practice, but spending so much time around you has taught me to look at events in a different light, perhaps only because I can verify your personal experiences as fact.
Well, thanks, Turing. Thanks, Turing. I guess
Sorry,
I should take that as a
I'm rambling
compliment.
again, aren't I? And we're on a schedule. I don't even want to think about this.
Jeez,
What if we
Turing.
don't find Hayden?
I'm glad I got the name right.
What if we do? My memory processors are shot from the stress of the past day. It's already taken a toll on me. But never mind. Let's find that access node.
What have you been up to, Lars?
Let's find Hayden.
You can't pull it off the generator. Beautiful turbo generator out here just generating energy. Wonder what's using all this extra power. Gotta keep the generator cool or else, you know, it'll break. This fan needs no service. Turbo generators are really solidly built, not too easy to get into without smashing them apart. Do we have anything to smash it with? Oh, we have a door. Let's look at the door.
This is the door to the access node that Tomcat told us about. We need to use the buzzer to get inside.
Oh, okay. We need to use the buzzer to get inside. Where's the buzzer? I guess we will...
Parallax Walk, AN-19 security.
Hello?
Yes, can I help you?
You've been playing some Dragon Age Awakening, Mass Effect 3, and a little Baldur's Gate 2. Cool. Good stuff.
Parallax Walk, AN-19 security. This late at night? Uh-huh. Kids! Parallax Walk, AN-9... Hike! Hey, I'm pretty sure this is a prank, but how about those Niners? Nobody! Yeah, buddy! Hey, have a good one.
Thanks. Oh, we forgot to start the timer, didn't we?
Don't! The access node is next door to this building. That's the wrong place. The guard isn't actually here. You need to press the buzzer on the door to get access.
Dang it.
Parallax Walk, AN-9... I was wondering when you'd get there. You're at the access node on Cesar Chavez in Indiana, right?
Oh.
That's right.
Good. Be quick. Don't touch anything. Got it? This conversation never happened, and you're on your own if you get caught out there. I hope you find what you're looking for.
This is it. Let's go inside, and I'll call Tomcat.
Oh, okay. The security guard was on our side. Okay.
This place doesn't look like it's had any maintenance in years. I hope the systems are still functional. Oh, I forgot you can't see in darkness. Maybe that switch over there adjusts the lighting.
You mean the one that, like, the only thing I can see in the room? Ugh. What's that noise? What was that? Did our phone ring?
Oh, Tomcat is pinging us, forwarding video and audio.
Howdy! Y'all at the access node?
We are.
I'm set to slice in once Turing makes physical access.
Of course, Tomcat. Just walk me through how to connect myself, and I'll give you the necessary system permissions to use me as an interface.
Just patch yourself into the links terminal down there, and I should be able to get started.
And that is what?
Connecting wirelessly to it now.
I guess I see the N and the X.
Permissions granted.
I'm just gonna say right now.
I have a feeling some bad stuff is about to go down.
Just saying.
Please be careful in there.
Don't worry, doll. I'm an old hand at this. You won't notice a thing.
There's cables all over the floor. This looks kind of janky.
One sec. Oh, shoot. Y'all have a bit more to do before I can get the info we need.
Of course.
This system's still running on old cassettes, and the recall slot is empty. Can't call up Hayden's info file without it.
What the heck does that mean?
There should be a cassette on the opposite side of the wall we can overwrite with the recall program.
A cassette? A cassette? A cassette?
Pretty sure all that one was used for was phone monitoring. You know, from back when phone networks were separate from data networks. I swear, y'all, I just turned 22. Anyways, we need to move that cassette across the room to access the records. Figure out how to do that, and hit me back up when you've done it.
Wait, what? I'm confused. We need to...
According to this poster, the data cassettes can only be moved by using the links panel to control the utility arm.
Welcome to Links. Operate data transfer arm.
Nice job.
That's a big ass set, I just want to say.
I'm gonna put some more pressure on them to move the data now, and we'll see if we can't slurp it right out of this network trunk.
Well, first try there.
You would have thought that someone would have noticed and decommissioned this access node when the neighborhood went to hell, but... this mouse is happy to play while the cat is away. Way back when I was a youngin', when I first hacked into Parallax's network, I mostly did it to make a point, yeah?
Okay.
They were just about to launch the MeshNet system, and I wanted to show the whole darned world that their security had more holes in it than Swiss cheese. Of course, I wasn't too shy about poking in a few more holes of my own devising while I was there. After putting in some more tricky software backdoors, I went ahead and deleted this access node off the maintenance schedule. Then, I reassigned the guy who was supposed to keep an eye on it to a different location. They were in the process of buying up a whole gaggle of these nodes in preparation to set up a private network for themselves. All just to use for the MeshNet launch. Maybe a little too confident of them.
Well, that's some forward thinking.
Most of the software holes have been patched out as they've upgraded their network, but this whole place is just as forgotten as I left it. I've been targeting one of their data centers with a botnet-driven DDoS attack, hitting every port into its network that I can find.
Okay.
Ain't likely to do much, but toss in a few attempts to crack the firewall and their VIs are shitting bricks. It's standard procedure for them to move their sensitive data to a different data center in case the attacker actually gets in. Make enough noise and it'll scare them enough into taking some defensive action, which is where we want them. The files are more vulnerable in transit. Now y'all just hold tight. I'll be done with this lickety-split.
I'm not gonna say anything.
Surveillance camera footage.
Oh, that's
Oh, God.
uh-oh.
Oh, Turing.
Uh-oh.
I'm so sorry.
What is it, Tomcat? What did you find?
Oh no. Hey, Finkelroy.
He's gone, Turing.
No.
Of course he's gone, Tomcat. That's why we're here.
Shit. I mean, he's gone, Turing. Hayden is dead.
Well, that obviously isn't right, Tomcat. Why would they kill him? Send me the relevant files. You must have missed something.
I don't think you should see it, but if you're sure. Parallax had security cam footage from the hallway outside Hayden's apartment encrypted on their network. Just a short clip. It looks like Hayden started to struggle with a couple of big dudes when they broke through the door and one of them shot him. I also found some chatter about it on some darknet channels. It wasn't a kidnapping. Somebody went there to murder him. I'm so damn sorry.
Thank you for your assistance in this matter, Tomcat. I think I'll walk back to the apartment. I need some time to run some calculations about this new scenario.
Well,
If you'll excuse me.
I guess I was kind of right that bad stuff did happen. I mean, I thought we were gonna get caught, but
Should you follow them? If you say so. Yeah, I'm gonna keep digging through this data until they kick me out of the system. I'll try to find some kind of lead on why this whole thing started in the first place.
you do that.
Maybe I can find something out about who killed Hayden and why Parallax has a copy of the footage.
It's a good question. That's a very, very good question. Why do they have a copy of it?
It ain't much of a silver lining, but we have the answer on Hayden's fate. Maybe it's time to call it quits. Anyway, I'll talk to you later.
It doesn't seem like it is time to call it quits. This game does not autosave. So please be sure to save frequently. We'll give Charlie a treat too, as soon as we get to a stopping point. I think we're on chapter 3 though. Well, speaking of Charlie, here he is. Right here. He's right here. He's right here. He's right here.
Oh, you're back.
In fact, here we go. Here we're going to give him a treat right now. I'm going to give him a treat right now. I'm going to put him in the box, and I'm going to give him a treat. Let's see if I can get the cat cam up. Boom. There it is. Let's get a treat. Let's get a treat. Look at everybody. You're not gonna do it. You want a treat? You know you do. I've seen it eat. There we go. He got his treat. I don't know if he's going to stay on the box. Apparently he's not. I think he's going to come back here. We'll find out. I think he wants to get on my lap. But here we go. We're going to continue.
You know, Hayden was a brilliant programmer, far ahead of his time. I am a machine, and intrinsically, I do not have all the glands and visceral chemical reactions that make humans so emotional and brilliant. But his code is a flawless replication of that, inside my own personality algorithms. I don't think I've ever felt this anger. It fouls my processors and fills my RAM with frustrating, half-finished plans of revenge.
Revenge!
My motherboard burns in my casing from how little I can rest. I'm in pain, and I can't make it go away. Ugh. I do not like the thoughts I'm having about the people who did this to him.
Can you turn them off?
I could. I can disable those modules. But if I turn off every emotion I don't want to feel, what does that make me? Would I still be me? If I were human, turning off my emotions would be seen as extremely unhealthy. There is a wealth of information on the meshnet about human psychology. I just don't know how much of it applies to myself. Either way, Hayden deserves my grief. It is my way of honoring him. It may be the only way I can. I offer it freely. Did you see the jade plant?
What?
Its death is unfortunate, but fitting.
Oh, plant in his apartment.
Yet another thing to be guilty for. Will...
Or is it the plant that's behind him? That wasn't a jade plant,
Will
was
you
it?
keep helping me? I need you. To find the bastards who killed my progenitor. I need to finish this. I don't know what I'll do afterwards,
Bastards.
but I need to see this through.
Those bastards. They killed Hayden.
What does the truth mean anymore? What does it matter? Will finding the truth bring back Hayden? Will it fix the pain they've left me in? But I guess you're right.
Dang right, I'm right.
Knowing the whys and wherefores will bring closure to this. I could use a measure of closure. I think for now we should keep knowledge of Hayden's death between you, Tomcat, and I. It may give us an edge if the people we seek don't know how much we've already discovered. We'll talk
Charlie's
after
back.
we've had some time to rest.
Here, come on. Come on. Come on. Come on. There you go.
You likely need sleep, and I need some time to...
Process?
need some time.
I don't know if that's a pun because Turing's a computer, right? I mean, process seems like a pun. You gonna lay down, Charlie? I would have liked to have heard it from the game. Outer sunset. I don't know what that means.
Good morning. I trust you slept well.
What are you doing? Probably not. I'm fine. What's the plan for the day? Sure, how about you?
I had ample time to recharge my internal batteries.
You seem in a little bit of a better mood, too.
Now that we are both refreshed, I feel it wouldn't hurt to recap our progress and determine if any changes should be made based on our successes and failures. Let's talk about how things are going so far.
Okay, let's do that.
Since your journalistic efforts are a big part of why I originally recruited you, we can start there. Your inquiring mind has been a huge boost in our journey thus far.
Thanks.
As a ROM, I can't talk to people as intently as you, so I must say I'm quite grateful for your skills in that regard. You're diligent in your day-to-day work as well, which further grounds my hope in you.
Thanks again?
Beyond journalistic persistence, let's take a look at how we've performed in other responsibilities, specifically our choices in overcoming obstacles. I must say, our first hurdle was handled masterfully by you, and we avoided any further issue. Great start!
What was our first hurdle?
Furthermore, I am pleased with your utilization of non-violent methods. Eliminating any excessive risk should allow us to move swiftly.
Did I have an option to use violent methods?
I was quite impressed by your ability to adapt on the fly, as they say, and perform so well when thrust into a sudden situation. Lastly, I'd like to discuss how we're getting along with our companions and allies along the way. It's important. I was very impressed with your negotiation abilities with those kids. We got our data cache, and they went on their way, and hopefully learned a lesson too.
Let's hope so.
Jess is a bit of a harder read, but she did agree to help us out in a big way. As long as her brash nature doesn't tempt you to lash out, I think things will go smoothly. Detective Rivers was good to involve as well, and I can tell you enjoy having a familiar face around. She could prove to be our greatest aid, as long as we make it worth her time. No funny business.
No funny business.
Tomcat seems to genuinely care for our cause, and I have no trouble with letting
Rosine,
the
how's it
expertise
going?
guide us. Out of everyone else, they seem to be easiest to get along with, too. And finally, you and I. I must say, we have worked together better than I ever expected. I hope you feel the same. I feel confident in our combined ability, and I enjoy your company as well. Please, continue showing me around the city as we continue our search.
Thanks. Thanks, Turing.
Unfortunately, we've just about run out of leads. Perhaps Tomcat was able to find something of use in Parallax's network while they
You're
were
off work
inside.
tomorrow? Nice. That's nice. Well, we're playing 2064 read-only memories, and it's a good game.
I've rationed every available resource I have. Perhaps you have some bright ideas? You're a big shot investigative journalist, right? You have an incoming call from Tomcat. Forwarding video and audio.
I didn't say that to be mean. You have this game but you haven't played it yet? It's good.
Morning.
we haven't seen a huge number of puzzles. There's been a few here and there, but not anything really, I'd say, challenging.
Turing, how you been doing, huh?
I'm fine, Tomcat. Thank you for your concern.
Well, okay. Just say the word if I can help out in any way. You hear?
Of course. In fact, I was hoping you might have a lead for us to start working at. Otherwise, we're down to canvassing Hayden's address book and seeing if any of his contacts have an idea about who might have had a desire to target him. But that's just fishing in the dark.
Well, I pulled a fair amount of data from the Parallax servers before they managed to kick me out, but it'll take me a while to go through it.
No!
A lot of it's unrelated. TPS reports, maintenance logs, juicy meat for other
TPS
corporations,
reports.
but about as useful as dirt to us.
TPS reports. That's an Office Space reference right there.
It'll take me a while to decrypt all of Hayden's files, but maybe we'll find something there. So, no, I don't have as much as a whiff of a trail on who's behind this. Though, I recently got a strange request from a friend of a friend.
Really?
Someone's been messing with the articles of a news organization named Augmented Eye. It seems like the network security head there's asking around for cybercrackers to help figure out how their reports are getting changed. The original files on their servers are untouched. In their system, everything looks peachy keen. But when you view the site from the outside of the network, things have changed up. A word here, phrase there. It's subtle, but often has a big impact on the article's tone. Someone with deep access to Parallax's meshnet is changing what's being shown. I ain't sure if it's related, but maybe y'all can head down to the main KCOB offices and try talking to the gal that runs Augmented Eye. Her name is Zen. I ain't got the time or the desire to stick my nose that far out for a stranger, but it seems like your kind of deal.
It does seem to be a bit of a stretch. But if we have to wait for you to work on the data we've collected anyway...
Might as well, right?
Alright, I'll pass the word along that you'll be in sometime today to stick your noses in. And I'll send y'all word as soon as I get anything worth hunting down.
Turing doesn't have a nose. So what is Turing gonna stick in?
Excellent. Thank you, Tomcat. We are grateful for your continued assistance.
No problem, Turing. Are you sure you're gonna be okay? Maybe you should take a little more time. You've been through some shit in the past few days.
I said I was fine. Thank you for your concern, but I am fine. I have already handled the reality of Hayden's death. It's time to move on with the investigation.
I'm sorry, I didn't mean to step on you. I'm just worried. So, I'm here if you need anything.
Understood. I apologize for my tone, Tomcat. We'll be in touch.
Alright, later, Turing.
Okay, we have a lead, however tenuous. I've highlighted the COS IO Corp office building on your map.
I mean, right now it's not a lead. It's just a thing. Right now I'd call it an
Also,
unrelated
while we were
job.
talking to Tomcat, I received an email from Dr. Fairlight.
Fairlight. Dr. Fairlight is a lead. In my opinion, Dr. Fairlight is way more of a lead.
Displaying.
Greetings.
Taco.
I hope you'll forgive me for a voice-only message, but I'm undergoing my treatment and would not call myself presentable for a video call. Still, I wanted to inform you of an idea I had while looking into our mutual acquaintance's disappearance. I haven't had any luck with my contacts inside Parallax, but I was reminded of an old friend by the name of Melody Flores, who may know more about the nature of Hayden's research. She's the owner of Flower Cybernetics, and Hayden has been known to work closely with them on projects involving the intersection of Parallax's systems and the implants that Flower designs. Melody and I are no longer on speaking terms, so I'm afraid I can't introduce you. But
Why?
perhaps the intrigue of Hayden's little robot will get you entry into her home. I hope this lead serves you well. If you need anything else from me, I will be in and out of the hospital room where we met for the next few days. I will send word if I have any other insights or discoveries. Yours, Dr. Yannick Fairlight.
I'm not convinced that he's a
Interesting.
good guy.
I had no knowledge of Hayden ever working with Flower Cybernetics, but now I'm starting to understand just how little I really knew about his research. Maybe this Melody can reveal more about the purposes of my construction. Hayden must have kept my development secret for a reason. Hopefully we can talk our way in. I have highlighted Melody's home on your map.
Melody's mansion. I mean, it's not just a home,
You can
it's
now
a
either follow Tomcat's lead
mansion.
to KCOB or Fairlight's lead to Melody's home. Up to you where to go first.
We're gonna go first. That implies we're gonna go to
Tomcat's led
both.
us in the right direction so far, but Fairlight has resources and his tip might end up being more relevant. It depends on what you want our focus to be on in terms of tracking Hayden's trail. Should we follow the media or the tech? It's fitting. They're the two factors that make Neo-SF so unique and wonderful. If we explore them both to the fullest, there's no way we won't be closer to the answer.
I don't trust Fairlight. I just don't. Maybe I'm just. I want to save the game. This game does not autosave. Just to let you know, if you're gonna play it, it does not autosave. So you need to save it yourself. Chapter 3. Done. Alright, I'm gonna go to the media place. I don't trust Fairlight. I just don't trust him. I'm
Ready to
suspicious
head
of
out?
him. I'm suspicious of the coincidences of him being in the hospital room, and maybe I'm reading too much into it. Maybe it was just convenient to have him there from a game perspective. Just like the kids with the data cache. That was a very strange coincidence as well, that they just happened to be there. But both of those were very coincidental. We're going to here. This is where we're going.
Here we are.
Hey, that's the car I think we saw in front of the club.
The COS.io Corporation office building. It looks like most of the
there's that
businesses
car
on this
again.
block are a part of the same corporate coalition under COS.io. Well, perhaps, At the very least, it means it's unlikely they're the ones interfering with Augmented Eye's articles. Not impossible, but unlikely. Generally, the companies in a coalition don't have a whole lot of overlap. Augmented Eye is a news app focused on local tech and culture stories, with an emphasis on hybrids' rights and cybernetics issues. None of the other companies in the coalition cover news, so they aren't related at all, which is very much standard practice for these groups.
Okay.
They have nothing to gain by inviting companies with whom they compete, and thus none of them would benefit by trying to undermine Augmented Eye's credibility as a news source. In the early 2020s, the California government was pretty much going bankrupt. A poor national economy and repeated voter initiatives meant the state didn't have the tax revenue to continue running municipal services. They kept pushing the tax burden down the totem pole until poorer cities were just flat broke. No police, no road work, complete public service collapse. Then, one of the smaller cities sold all of their public infrastructure, police and fire included, to a private corporation.
Oof.
This was eventually challenged in court, but several Silicon Valley corporations started a grassroots initiative to have citizens pass an amendment to the state constitution allowing it. They succeeded, and most of the major cities in the state sold off their public services to private corporations. Some places, like Los Angeles, just sold to the highest bidder. Which is probably why LA is essentially in a constant gang turf war, with one side wearing the uniforms of the studio-owned police forces.
I'm listed. Please go on.
The cities in the Bay Area were a little more selective, and most of the municipal services are owned by multi-corporation coalitions. They split the bill of running the city between them and keep each other from being too corrupt in their usage of the police force and such, from fear of a PR disaster and being kicked out of the coalition. It means there isn't as much money going around, which is why the NSFPD's equipment is out of date and the meshnet is so successful over normal cable networks. After all, without the promise of a city infrastructure bought and paid for, the corporations all treat running the city like a charity and PR stunt. But at least the police aren't irredeemably corrupt. The fire trucks still show up on time, and the water runs to all parts of the city. That can't be said for some areas of the state.
Okay.
I haven't spent enough time learning about the subject, or politics in general, to give you an educated answer. If I go by the posts people make on the meshnet, I'd say a combination of having bigger fish to fry and caving to corporate pressure. People seem certain that the larger multinational companies would love to be able to buy their own towns on a national scale, and are pumping money into Congress to try and make that happen. They hold up Neo-SF as an example of their success, while trying to bury the problems in LA as an anomaly.
Yeah, you'd think it would be called, like, San Francisco sponsored by, you know, whatever. You know, you think they just sell the naming rights to the city.
Combine that with unrest abroad, and I guess they don't have a whole lot of motivation to try and stop it.
The city is now officially called San Francisco, sponsored by Coke.
Historical precedent seems to lend credence to this interpretation, if you're willing to believe my hasty readings on the subject.
Thanks for
You're
warning.
welcome. I am happy to assist.
Is there any, like, consequence to pissing Turing off? Like, what's this? The office building employs a pretty fancy interactive screen out front. If they can keep it outdoors, the electrical work in it must be another level. Well, let's use it. The sign is not yours. I want to use it. I don't want... Let's talk to it. It's voice controlled. The screen begins to cycle through the business listings and your available options. Okay. Can we take the plant? I want the plant. Thanks to a new environmentalist ordinance, tampering with a bioplanner gets a stronger community service sentence than most misdemeanors. Interesting. Let's steal the car. You push the car. Alright, let's go in the door, I guess.
The meshnet says Augmented Eye's SF office is run by an individual named Zin, and Tomcat confirmed she's expecting us.
That's good.
All we have to do now is head up and talk to her. No shenanigans this time.
No shenanigans. This will be a shenanigan-less experience. What's this? Zen's IK47 Executive Series ROM designed for office and high-level account maintenance. It looks like a rabbit, kind of. Is it not? It looks like a cute rabbit. Oh, there we go. There's Zen. There's a TV. Look at it. The monitor has a live updating weather forecast in the bottom corner of the screen. What's this? It's a super family. It plays all the old hits from Yonkey's Peninsula, Water Rash, and Super Slug 3, Revenge of the Super Slug. I used to go to a bar named Shenanigans. Hey, Craigery, how's it going? It was terrible. Stash of video games. Sweet, an unopened duck game.
This game gives me the urge to start quacking uncontrollably. Is something wrong with me?
Alright, I'm gonna do it. They had this huge dance floor the size of a roller. That's huge. Was it a former roller skating rink, you think? Let's talk to Zen.
Oh, hello. Welcome to Augmented Eye.
And people would do something called the Texas two-step. So people actually
You must
would
be the
dance
journalist my network admin said would be showing up.
on it. Yep, that's me. You got it.
Have a seat. Would you like a drink?
Yes, please.
Ah, good choice. My assistant will bring it right away.
I'm gonna drink the Hossie. Hossie's like the super sponsored drink.
Look, I'll start off by saying I'm a little uncomfortable about bringing in another journalist to look into this. Whatever you dig up, I'll have to explain to the rest of the press. But it's still better than the other options.
What, not doing anything? 2 steps involves more moving around than you think. Okay.
Chances are I have another corporation scoping out my territory. If they aren't in the coalition, they'll be expecting a corporate spy, not a news hound. If they are in the coalition, it won't look good for me to send in my own reporters against my allies.
Yeah, why would they be in the coalition?
Even if I do end up being right.
I think we're supposed to assume it's a human revolution right now.
So if I'm damned either way, I'd rather it be by the media. At least then we can fight back on a familiar battlefield. Now, What do you know about our problem here? That's the long and short of it. My network admin is pulling their hair out over it.
They're pulling their hair out.
I'm not going to pretend I understand everything they say, but from what I understand, the changes to our articles aren't being made from inside our network. The versions on our servers are still the originals, but at some point after they hit the mesh, they get changed.
So they're getting changed by... I don't know if I want to go into details. Like, just thinking about what would happen if it was on a mesh network. But that would mean some nodes would have to be changing them. So they're probably changed... They're probably... if we can isolate where they're changed, you know, we can go around with a mesh node and figure out where they're changed and where they're not. And determine... kind of isolate where the change is happening.
I'm hoping that you can do some digging. Maybe hit up your contacts and get a lead on who
I don't
might
think
be
that's
doing
what we're
it.
gonna do, though.
Even if I have to get answers from the nightly news, it will be a big help. Mostly little things. Word choice, tone of the writing, things that make the writer appear more or less extreme on a topic. So far, almost all of the edits seem to be making our articles more positive on new technologies coming out, and more critical of organizations like the Human Revolution.
Interesting.
That's actually what tipped us off. A harsh criticism one of my writers made about the Human Revolution protests was changed to be downright vitriolic, and I had a hell of a time putting out the fires. My writers and readers aren't exactly fans of them, but I'd rather not pick fights with the Human Revolution if I don't have to.
Yeah, the voiceover is very good. Why are you so sure this is an inside job?
I guess I'm not, but my network admin assures me it's all coming from somewhere else. They told me that they tore out all of the routers that broadcast to the mesh and replaced them with fresh ones. All kinds of tricks involving IP addresses and DNS changes that I'm not going to even begin to claim to understand.
I know what those words mean. Happiness is an inside job? Yes, it is.
I pay them big bucks, so I'm inclined to believe them unless you dig up something that tells me otherwise.
Big bucks, you say? You pay them big bucks? Do you have any idea where I should start looking?
Not really. My admin says that only someone with intimate access to Parallax's network protocols could make these kind of changes as something passes across the net. Personally, I think it's a clever hacker rather than someone inside Parallax itself. The public trust rating of Parallax makes them look like a saint among wolves, so their control over the mesh network provisions is strangling. It's trivially easy to set up ROMs to use a different OS than LIPS or a different meshnet protocol without that trust.
Suddenly you're speaking network language.
Or, you know, Parallax is abusing its power to spread pro-tech propaganda. Doubtful they need to. I'm sure you'll be a good journo and bring me back the right answer.
Journo? Calling me a journo?
I know tin hat conspiracies aren't an ideal start, but it's the best we can do with the info we have. Anything else I can tell you, off the record? If you want it on the record, it'll cost you your firstborn and a really good cigar.
Kind of already
Like
gave us
what?
one.
There isn't much more I can tell you about Augmented Eye, really. It's a fairly simple and straightforward operation, if I say so myself. We We started
I
off in
know,
Venezuela
right?
as a sleek current
Sure
events
know.
and news organization in 2055. Almost 10 years ago now. We focus on more in-depth reporting of on-the-street happenings, on top of major news. We're one of the few good ones left. Once folks in other cities saw the type of reporting we do, they all clamored for it. They invested in the right places and it paid off. COS-IO Corp is happy to have us here in the OSF. It wasn't until hybrid tech started hitting the public sphere that we had to make any changes to our model. All of that said, I can't see why anyone would target us. Unless they're just trying to embroil us in a mudslinging match with the human revolution, and there are much more direct ways of making that
The
happen.
Hume Rev. The Hume Rev. Know if anyone else has articles being manipulated?
Alright, look. I wasn't going to tell you this. If it gets out, I'd have to answer some really hard questions.
Really?
So, you didn't hear this from me.
Hear
You
what?
might want to go check out TMI Entertainment and Charlie Nova. That's all I'll say. And remember, you take a bite out of him with my name as your defense, I drop you fast. What? Not wanting to answer prying questions from my coalition board isn't a good enough reason? 'Cause I'd really like to avoid that. And look, you've covered culture wars, right? My journalists are good, but
You
they're
mean your
mostly good at
journos.
gadget reviews, implant releases, not taking too many stims so they remember what they did at raves for the after-party reports. This needs an investigative journalist with serious contacts, not tech personalities. The fact that my network admin recommended you to me means you probably know the right people. Now, does that cover it? I'd like to remove my nose from your ass. No, don't bother. In hindsight, I probably should have been a bit more circumspect about speaking to you. Plausible deniability and all that. I won't ask you to lie in anything you write, but do remember you got in contact with me not even secondhand, but third-hand. I certainly didn't sick you on anyone. Wink wink, nudge nudge, or whatever. If you need anything else, have your person get with my person. Don't come here directly.
Where's my drink?
Now, I'd show you the door, but you know the way. And this isn't the only fire I'm trying to put out.
Where's my drink?
Good luck, and goodbye.
I never got my drink. I asked for a drink and I never got one.
That was more confrontational than I'd have expected, considering she was the one needing help. She never brought you that hassy either.
Hey! Hey! Turing even noticed. Turing noticed that I didn't get my drink.
Is it always like this?
Taco.
Very true. I will admit that I am interested in the possibility of a link back to Parallax.
Same.
If all of this really is due to somebody manipulating the mesh net on the inside, it may give us the leverage we need to find out what happened to Hayden once and for all. That said, I will take care not to get my hopes up. We should make no assumptions when investigating, lest we lead ourselves down a false path. Anyway, seems like our next step is... What the...
Sweet, merciful crap!
What the... That's in! She was defenestrated. Emergency services are already on the way, and we are severely ill-equipped to help her. We should head back to her office and see if we can determine what happened here. Perhaps we can still dispense justice.
Seemed like she was murdered. We were literally just there. I don't know, I kind of want to check out her body, but I guess I can't. Where are all these peeps? I don't know, I guess we're going in. Whoa, I was not expecting
looks like
that.
The desk has been cleared off.
Hey, there's the robot.
Let's take a look around, but be careful not to disturb any evidence.
I wasn't that mad about not getting my Hossie.
The police will be here soon. Even a ROM like that doesn't deserve an end like this.
Don't touch it, it's still evidence. There's no putting it back together. What's this? A flawless, another Jade plant. Interesting. It's a link. It's a link. Jade plants. Jade plants have been a link. Picture of a toupee is an odd thing to frame. It is. Oh wait, that's an animal of some kind. You learned a new word. Defenestrated. I did too. I didn't know what that meant. It's not made of wood, but you can still knock on it. A swanky looking desk that curves out on the edges. I did not know that's what defenestrated means. This plant seems to have survived the devastation. Well, it's odd, a jade plant. That's like, Hayden had a dead jade plant, and here, that's weird. Can we yoink that? Aww, we want to take that. Let's look at the window.
My thermal sensors only detect a single set of lingering footprints, and they end almost 3 feet away from the window. Considering the density of this glass, I can't imagine Zin jumped from that far and managed to throw herself through the pane without help. But who could have done it? I don't see any obvious marks on the floor or any other thermal hotspots. It doesn't look like it.
Weird.
Her personal computer is not password protected at the moment.
We need, yeah, I didn't know we had a specific word, defenestrated. That's the word of the day. I didn't know we had a word of the day, but today's word is defenestrated. It means to throw someone out of a window.
Give me a moment to look through her files. Best to keep your fingerprints off of the keyboard. Most of this isn't very interesting.
Can't you just download them?
Committee reports, financials, article submissions. Oh, here we go. According to this email between Zin and her network admin, her lead on TMI Entertainment is a little more solid than she led us to believe. The admin ran a web crawler looking for changes in writing styles. Some blog posts by their head anchor Charlie Nova stood out like a sore thumb. Apparently he's a bit pompous, if in an affable way, and his blog usually just details his day-to-day life. But ever since the human revolution has been in town, he's been smearing them with more venom than you'd expect, considering how neutral his on-air reporting has been. Zinn seemed to think he was just complaining about the protesters fouling up traffic, and whoever is manipulating these posts spun it to make him look critical of the movement as a whole. Just like the augmented eye journalist.
The term originates from two incidents in history, both occurring in Prague. In 1419, 7 town officials were thrown from the town hall, precipitating the Hussite War. In 1618, 2 imperial governors and their secretary were tossed from Prague Castle, sparking the 30 Years' War. They were both defenestrated, huh? There's a lot of defenestration.
This Charlie fellow is the one we need to talk to. We should go.
Very weird.
There isn't anything else here, and the police are almost on the scene.
Son of a... I should have figured the two of you would be here. You just won't stay out of trouble no matter what I say, will you?
I assure you, Detective Rivers, we are merely in the wrong place at the wrong time. We had an appointment with Zinn to discuss a possible lead and found her office in this state of disrepair.
Of course you did. Damn it. Fine, fine. Get the hell out of here before anyone else shows up. We'll chat about the case more when I'm not busy scraping bodies off the pavement. You hear me?
Hey, at least this is more exciting
Certainly,
for you
Detective
than
Rivers.
a Frogurt stand vandalism. I mean, you must be happy about that, right?
I'll forward you a report of what we know immediately, and we can speak further at a later time.
Yeah, whatever. Get moving.
Remind you never to run for public office in Prague. Holy cow! Look at all those robots.
Because it's better this way. We are chasing smoke trails. You think she would assist such an unlikely investigation? I do not need you to infer upon my motivations or highlight my duplicity. Detective Rivers has every bit of information that Zinn gave us on that computer. Her investigation will not be hampered by our absence, whereas ours is halted if we're stuck giving answers she can just as well get from a hard drive. Literally. Has it occurred to you that whoever threw Zinn out of that window could be after the same thing we are, except to silence the story rather than to get it out? We have little time for fooling about and must get to Charlie Nova before something happens to him too. Now, unless you have further recriminations to level at me, we must not squander the time my dishonesty bought us. I have highlighted the main Neo-SF offices for TMI Entertainment on your map.
Okay. Jeez.
Let's go.
Turing's a little bit, but please don't kindly just citizens getting grabby with their officers, even if they're ROMs. There's like 4 of them here. Woo! I don't know. I don't think they're gonna tell us what it stands for.
I hope some pity for me still remains, considering my recent tone, because I'm honestly not sure where we should start.
Yeah, you've been kind of a jerk, Turing.
I suppose we should just ask the receptionist to point us to somebody who can answer our questions. Honestly, you do have your own mesh access, yes? I'm quite certain you can handle all the casual searches you might feel like making. We hardly have time for me to blather out every bit of exposition you desire when you could just go look it up on your own. Fair enough. If you think it will save time, I can continue to rattle off these facts when you ask for them. I just ask that you keep your queries to a minimum. We don't have a whole lot of time. Let me pull up the information you requested. TMI Entertainment is a relatively popular celebrity and gossip news conglomerate. They own OK Today. They did a good job transitioning from the traditional media models of television and news to the net-based model prevalent now, pioneered by their digital newspaper, OK Today's The Scanline. Some might call their programs rags, but opinion on the mesh seems more favorable than not. They stick to mostly good-natured prying and lean away from the seedier nastiness that paparazzi can get up to.
That's good, I guess.
As such, they have a positive relationship with many celebrities and regularly get exclusive scoops that keep their ratings up, despite their refusal to peddle in the darker side of the celebrity news circuit. Charlie Nova is TMI Entertainment's most popular TV personality. He's gotten consistently high ratings for almost a decade and isn't afraid to tell you about it. The chatter on the mesh paints him as a bit arrogant, but in that loud, backslapping kind of way that a media star can get away with. He's best known for hosting Star in the Stratosphere. It's one of those talent-seeking reality programs. Apparently, when TMI can't organically discover enough celebrities, they just manufacture them. Oh, and also, according to this blog, Charlie's hair is flawless.
Hey, receptionist, how's it going? A hybrid receptionist bobs her heels. She's either had a long day standing or it's just fidgety. Let's talk to the receptionist.
Welcome to TMI Entertainment Incorporated. Do you have an appointment? I really can't let you in without an appointment. I can maybe pencil you in for next Wednesday?
We don't have time for this. People's lives are on the line here, and all you care about is an appointment?
Oh, look, if it's that important, I can buzz you through to sympathy. But she isn't going to be very happy about being bothered off schedule, so don't get your hopes up. And, try not to make her too mad. I'll be the one dealing with the fallout.
Right, of course. I apologize. We will be as tactful as possible, I assure you.
Okay, she's over on the other side of the room. Head straight there, because she doesn't like it when people bother the talent.
Should I head straight there? Or should I, like... There's no talent. I don't see any talent. Is this who I'm supposed to be talking to? No. Who am I supposed to talk to? I don't know who I'm supposed to talk to. She's on the other side of the room. Maybe this person? Oh no. There's only 2 rooms. Talk to. Can't let me in, jeez. I don't know who I'm supposed to talk to. I'm gonna go with this person.
Thought I told Nina to cancel all my appointments for the day. I swear that girl couldn't find her ears if I taped them over her eyes. At least she makes a decent cup of coffee. Yes, I am. And if you don't mind, I keep the show running here, so I'll be brief. What are you doing in my building?
We've been given a lead on a story that involves one of your personalities, Charlie Nova. Someone has been manipulating his articles on the meshnet and turning them into scathing attacks against the human revolution. We're trying to track the culprit, and we need to talk to Mr. Nova to hunt down further leads.
You let your ROM do all the talking for you? Must be one of those new interrogation modules all the fresh meat rave about. Of course I know someone's been modifying Charlie's articles. I'm tracking them down myself. What I want to know is why I should help you snatch the scoop out from underneath me. Super hacker twists meshnet news for personal political vendetta? The clicks basically farm themselves. Ha! I'm not hiring, kid. I admire your spirit, but I've got people putting in lots of hours on this one. You're not getting the credit because you think you have a hot lead. Plus, if you really did, you wouldn't be here begging for my scraps. Not interested. I already have a pretty decent idea of where to look next. And if that doesn't pan out, I have our primary server cluster chewing through mesh posts looking for inconsistencies. I'll figure this one out on my own, without some newbie mucking things up. Zin? Augmented eyes, Zin? What does Zin have to do with this?
She's the one who gave us the lead to begin with. Then, someone threw her out of her office window.
Yeah, she was defenestrated.
We figured Mr. Nova might be next, and we wanted to get to him first.
Turing didn't use defenestrated again.
Holy shit. Fine, I'll let you talk to Charlie.
Fine, I don't want Charlie to be defenestrated, so you can talk to him.
If someone is trying to kill people over this, I'd rather it be out and done with as fast as possible. I mean, shit, we're an entertainment scene. Nobody should die for that. But hey, watch yourself with Charlie. He's a pompous clown, but he's my pompous clown. Keep it civil, or I'll throw your ass out and figure this out on my own.
No, don't defenestrate us.
Now get on it. I need to make some calls.
It does sound like Charlie. Is this Charlie? Is this Charlie right here? This looks like somebody who's pompous. Who's a pompous clown, doesn't he? And has and has allegedly good hair.
Fantastic! How fantastic! I just love your ROM.
Thanks.
Not quite as stunning as mine, but still pretty grand. Very sleek, very clean. Bravo.
Your daughter's stuffed animal is that's also named Charlie? Nice.
Oh,
What kind of
Sympathy is
sub-animal
doing
is
that
it?
thing where she waves at me to hurry things up. Right down to brass tacks then, I suppose. Wait! I forgot to introduce myself. I'm Charlie Nova, host of Tonight in the Stars
I
and
Heart
Star
Corruption.
in the Stratosphere.
Is it a cat? I'm gonna go with cat first, just because. I'm still, you know, you didn't miss the whole thing. I've still got a while to go. Okay, it's Charlie Nova.
But you already knew that, I'm sure. What can I do for you,
Look, it's Charlie's glasses. Charlie's glasses on Charlie Nova and Charlie's glasses on me.
Oh, you flatter me. Yes, you do. I can't imagine you've come all this way just to get my story, have you? After all, I've already published my very own splendid 100% original autobiography, Like a Nova. But I suppose I can give you a quick rundown, even if Sympathy is giving me the stink eye. I grew up here on the mean streets of Neo-SF, but my jocular nature and striking countenance got me scouted for a few small product advertisements. And the rest is not so ancient history. Now I'm the host of the largest celebrity news show on the Mesh, and I couldn't be happier. It's all thanks to my swarms of fans, though. They're the ones who count.
Yeah. You're the ones that count.
Yes, any additional information on your station would be greatly appreciated.
Well, it's the best damn network on the planet, I can tell you that. We put out top-notch news and entertainment, but with real heart that our competitors just can't match. But if you really want to know about TMI, you need to know about Sympathy. It's her pride and joy, after all. Sure, she can be a little acerbic, and sure, she calls me a poopy-haired oaf all the time, but you can really tell she cares, you know?
I thought he said poopy-haired oaf. And then I read the subtitles. If there were no subtitles, I would have just assumed poopy-haired oaf. But he said poofy-haired oaf, not poopy-haired oaf.
Deep down. I'm not sure if that throat-cutting gesture she's making is a signal to move to another topic or a threat against my physical well-being. So, let's move on. What next?
What next? Have you heard that your stories are getting altered once they get posted to the Mesh?
Oh, it may have come up in the last lunch meeting we had, but Sympathy assured me that it was some kind of technical glitch, and our support people were on top of it. They're top-notch, the absolute best money can buy. So I don't think there's anything more to say on the subject. That's very upsetting. I hope you've passed along that information to Sympathy.
We have.
I'm certain our tech people will be able to find the culprit in short order once they know enough about it. I really don't know what I have to do with it, though. It's Charlie. And of course, I'm the leading man around here.
Feed his ego. Feed his ego. Feed the ego.
Who has said otherwise? I'm not quite certain what you think it is that I don't know, but I assure you that I know what it is. You won't be able to trip me up that easily. Ha! Nothing. The tech guys already did an audit on my online presence, and there's no evidence of any attempts of unauthorized access to any of my accounts.
Yeah, they probably do. An IP
That's
addresses.
why they're having a hard time pinning down this creep. He isn't actually changing the posts from inside my account at all. So there you go. We're already on top of it. Nothing to worry about at all.
All right, that's enough. Charlie has a show to get ready for. He's told you everything he's going to. So get the hell out of here. If you find anything more interesting than what you've got, come back and see me again.
Okay.
Directly.
Remember, I'm
Hit
the
me.
victim in all this.
Oh man, she looks really cheesed off now. Do you know how snippy she can get? I better get her coffee ready. Maybe that'll calm her down.
Sorry, Nina.
We're very sorry if we made your day more difficult. Perhaps I could take the coffee over to Sympathy and we could try to smooth her rumpled feathers.
Yeah, okay, sure. I mean, what's the worst that can happen? You make her even madder? Oh no. On second thought.
It'll only take a minute.
Alright, but she takes it with plenty of milk.
Yeah, definitely got some hybrid work done. Alright, we'll take the coffee. We gotta put milk in it. I was gonna pick it up and then put milk in it, but we gotta use the milk on the coffee.
Okay, let's deliver this and...
I thought I told you to beat it. Or do your ears just not work? Ha! Ah, that's cute. I promise I don't bite. I just have a job to do. Sometimes I think Charlie's hair gel seeps into his brain, but he brings in most of our revenue, so his happiness is our top priority. Now, Scram, you know how to get in touch with me if you need me.
Yeah.
That did not go well at all.
That's why I had a hard time finding Sympathy.
We need some kind of leverage to get
I was
Mr. Nova
making
to give us the
assumptions.
information we want. I'm certain he knows something. Don't you agree? Indeed. While you were talking to him, I took the opportunity to look into his history more thoroughly. It turns out he did a series of promos for a local Hassie bar early in his career, and some fans still spot him there from time to time. It's a long shot, but frankly, everything about this case has been one long shot after another. Maybe we should question the people at this Hassie establishment and look for any dirt we can use to put some pressure on Mr. Nova. There must be something. It's the only path I see.
I mean, in this reality, we've got people with cat ears, with fur, with bunny ears. You know, I mean, a lot of genetic changes that basically add features and hybrids and stuff like that. So, you know, that's
The Hassie bar is located on Market Street, near the Genus Clinic. We can head there whenever you're ready.
Oh, so we're gonna go to the Hassie bar so we can maybe talk to him. Okay, I get it. We've already been here and we broke a robot. She's probably gonna be pretty pissed off. I'm just saying. Hey, what are you doing here? You're the only one here now.
Welcome back! Care to take another pamphlet or two?
Why are you all alone?
Ah, the cold weather has made organising demonstrations a bit difficult, to say the least. But I refuse to relent in our mission. Rain or shine, sleet or snow, I will not rest until I stop these abominations from undoing God's almighty work.
This game has some ridiculous. This guy is ridiculous. The way is when he talks, his glasses like the light on his glasses spin. I think that's funny.
That's a leading question. Of course, some people have life-threatening afflictions, and it's a good thing that science has evolved to treat all kinds of diseases. Simply wanting cat ears and furry tails does not constitute a disease. A disease of the mind, perhaps. If the government strictly limits genetic alteration surgeries to only life-threatening emergencies, well, that would be a start towards undoing the damage. We are not God. We were made in his image, and his image did not include fur. That is the greatest misconception of our group. They would have you believe that we'd rather go back to the Dark Ages. Oh, sure, the human revolution wants people to go back to washing clothes by hand down by the river, right? We'll all go back to playing with sticks, yes? We do not advocate for a reversal of all technology. That would be ludicrous.
Because he likes technology.
We merely want severe limitations on genetic enhancements and a focus on medicinal practice beyond gene therapy. That would include an outlawing of cosmetic gene therapy, yes. People parading around in fur and scales as proud abominations. We need the government to protect these patients from themselves.
I don't like the sound of that.
Through some concerted efforts, we've created an alliance with a number of businesses banning service and employment of unhumans.
Unhumans?
Yeah, they call themselves hybrids, but we call them what they are. I can't respect those who willingly trade their humanity away. Thanks to our efforts, many local businesses are finally gaining the confidence to only serve human beings. If they wanted to feed animals, well, they'd open up a pound. Why, just the other day, a neo-SF landlord thanked me for supporting his decision to deny tenancy to unhumans. He already feels better about his decision to seek out our help. Plus, you imagine the cleaning fees? I feel it's rather simple. It's even in the name. Modifying genes means we are changing the very DNA that makes us unique. We're giving doctors, among other people with a severe lack of understanding of the human condition, the right to make us into entirely new species. We are the byproduct of tens of thousands of years of natural selection and evolution, and now these people want that progress to just be reduced to a formula, to be injected into your skin at your convenience. And why? To fulfill some sick fantasy. We have VR dramas. Leave your imagination at home. Besides, why should we give these self-proclaimed
Obsidian
animals
Snow.
the same rights as
Talking
humans when they
this.
clearly don't want to be human?
I mean, he's completely like he's clearly drinking some Kool-Aid.
Great! Do tell me when you get the article out. I love to read the comments.
Forgive me if I'm wrong, but doesn't most of the meshnet speak critically of your organization?
Oh, that's cute. The robot wants to join in the discussion now. Yes, this is true, though historically most revolutionaries are unpopular when they're in the middle of the fight. I sleep comfortably knowing that history will be on my side.
I'm not gonna lie, you haven't really convinced me.
Ah, I suppose I have come to expect that. Never mind. Write what you wish. When the city falls and we have a chicken as mayor, remember that all of you thought we were loonies.
He is well written.
Oh, please do. Have a lovely day now. And remember, God designed you perfectly just the way you are.
Wait. Oh, there it is. See, we broke the robot. See the robot that we accidentally broke?
Don't bug it. It already seems to be in a stormy mood.
Is she gonna yell at us when we go in here? We should probably save, actually. We should probably save. We haven't saved in a while. I feel like we should definitely save. Okay, it looks like we're gonna have to write over some saves. So let's save here. Yes, we're gonna save it as Posse second. So our second time here. Actually, we're gonna save it as. This is like 08 Posse. We're gonna start putting numbers on these. We're gonna start rewriting things. I don't know what number this is, but I'm gonna just start with 8. Alright, let's go in. We're going in. Going in. Hey, it's Keith. Hey, Keith.
Whoa, hey, it's you. Wow, long time.
Who's this?
I actually don't know who this is. I don't know who this is.
Hey, not too old now.
That's what she did say. I think she said she was gonna destroy me. Hey, look, it's an ad for the Duck game. Look at that ad for the Duck game.
Did you manage to keep that plan I got you alive?
Yeah, totally.
Really? Nice job. I didn't expect it to last a month.
It's not dead yet, right?
It's great to see you, though. Sorta surreal, too. You're never around on social sites or anything, you know. I bet you didn't see any of the pictures I put up from my last climbing trip in Colorado.
This guy. This
For
guy.
a tech journalist, you do have pretty poor net presence.
That's what I said.
Turing did say that.
Figures. So, what's with the bot?
It's Turing, my ROM.
Yours? Really? Huh. I didn't think you liked to bring work home, as it were. Anyway, it's great to see you. What brings you to the Hassie Bar? Doing a review of that sweet weather ROM outside or something? All right, now that's the kind of journalism I'm talking about.
Indeed, we're looking into some accusations made against Charlie Nova.
I want to talk to her.
And we're actually trying to build up a solid case against him.
No shit. I actually may have exactly what you need.
What? Really?
Charlie comes here all the time. You know that show he's host of, Star in the Stratosphere?
Mm-hmm.
That show where normal people try to become actors and singers and all. Listen to this recording I made when he was here last month on his book tour.
So many people come up to me thinking that if they can sing or act, I'll just make them a superstar. But that isn't how it works. Raw talent isn't enough to get you by in this industry, and anyone who thinks so is lying to themselves. It takes hard work and persistence. You gotta want it, and want it bad. But the kids I get on Star in the Stratosphere, which I host each and every week, as you all know, they're all so young and hungry. I love them. I do my damnedest to make sure they get what they want. They give me their best, so I'm gonna give them mine.
It's not much, but it might help you build a case if you chop it up right. Just keep my name off it. I post hiking pictures, not scandals.
Chopping up the audio.
Well,
that
if
sounds
nothing else,
very
the
dishonest.
threat of this dropping on the mesh should get them talking. Here, I just made a copy for you.
This sounds very
Anyway, I'd love to catch up soon. For now, I'll let you keep at it. You can usually find me here if you want to chat again.
Thanks, Keith. Later.
Say, why did you tell Keith that I belong to you? Very fair. You may continue to run with that as your story with those who don't or shouldn't know the truth about me.
Yellow.
Anyway.
Hey, thanks for the follow.
This is pretty innocuous. We are going to need more evidence if we're to fabricate a believable story that will convince Mr. Nova it's in his best interest to help us.
Thanks for that follow. My bot should say thanks too soon. I'm gonna talk to her. She doesn't look upset. And thanks for the bit. Thanks for the 1 bit. And the tacos. She doesn't look. I'm gonna talk to her.
Well, if it isn't the luckiest jerk I've ever seen in my life.
Yeah, she's not happy. Now she looks unhappy.
I had to schedule a specialist to come fix my ROM, and you better hope they can. Oh well, all's well that ends well. I underestimated how much people would appreciate an early Christmas.
I mean, we just turned it to snow and then it broke. I mean, it was obviously defective. Right?
Anyway.
Well, she's not happy and happy at the same time. I think she's more unhappy that we didn't say anything. You know? But then she's like, well, people did like the fact that it's snowing.
What can I do for you? Sure. I still have a little bit before closing, and I can use some conversation to distract me from the anticipation of the VR drama I have waiting for me when I get off.
Oh no, I made a mistake.
What do you want to know?
I made a mistake.
Charlie is a complete trip. We met when he was just starting out doing adverts. He still drops in every once in a while to hang out. I love the guy. He's super funny, always has the best stories, and his hair is perfect.
That's what the
And he
blogosphere
parties harder
says.
than anyone I know.
does he now?
A couple weeks ago, he invited me to his rave at some pole that's probably already shut down, and he got so amped up on Crash that he jumped up on the table and hosted an impromptu dirty dancing contest.
Ooh.
I swear, if he was in Charlie Nova, we would have gotten chucked out on our asses. But it was a lot
That
of
sounds
fun.
like a little bit of dirt.
If you want to meet him, just hang around here long enough. He loves mingling with his fans. Not that it helps his ego any.
Alright, we're gonna...
You don't have internal hookups, do you? The older sets are all helmets that use electromagnetic waves to stimulate the neural pathways in your brain to induce the desired sensory input.
Does anybody know if that would actually work?
It's pretty crude though, which is why EM hats give you that dreamlike experience. It doesn't quite feel real. The direct link network has way higher fidelity. It's like actually being there. And since the direct link can interrupt your primary motor cortex, you don't have to take muscle relaxers to keep from flailing around. But some people are still scared off by it.
Sounds scary to me.
Well, it's pretty invasive. They inject this smart polymer into the base of your skull, right at the brainstem, and it crawls along your primary neural pathways and bonds to your major sensory centers. It's been safe for almost a decade, but a lot of folks are still pretty skeeved out by the idea of having a bunch of conductive plastic coating in the inside of their brains. Plus, for the 24 hours or so that is hooking everything up and self-calibrating, you start to have intense hallucinations because of all the electrical crossfiring. It's a trip, I'll tell you that. But no worse than the stuff people have been taking for millennia, watching the world melt. Anyway, if you're looking to get installed, I have a guy who does great work.
She has a guy. She knows a guy.
Just let me know.
I can get it installed. What's this VR drama about?
Oh! It's an ongoing drama called Magical Commander Yukino. Yukino at the Gates to the Deep.
Ooh.
In it, you play the magical girl Yukino as she fights off elder gods as they arise from the ocean.
Whoa.
It's a bit cliched and just about as silly as you would expect, but it includes some really interesting intersection between the Japanese magical girl trope and the American Cthulhu mythos.
I can get behind that.
All with a pseudo-military theme. In the newest episode, Yukino has to face off against the Yit as they try to inhabit the bodies of people in the present to escape their destruction in the past. Not really. Video games are about winning and manipulating the mechanics of the system to get ahead, right?
Not really. That's the type of video games that I play. I mean, I guess they are about getting to the end of the story, but they're not about manipulating the mechanics of the system to get ahead.
Dramas are more about inhabiting the role of the character. There are rules, but they're mostly about behaving consistently in the fictional world.
Sounds like a role-playing game. Hmm?
It's a bit like being in improv theater, except if you get too far out of your character, the system boots you out and you have to start the episode over.
It sounds like an
Everyone
adventure
experiences
game.
the drama a little differently, but it stays broadly consistent because you have to maintain the behavior of the character you're inhabiting.
It sounds like an adventure game to me.
It requires you to really get inside the head of another person. I like it better than VR games, but that's just me.
Cool.
It's the best! Super awesome! If you need any other suggestions, just let me know. I played through a little bit of everything. I'm sure I could find something you'd like. Maybe a detective drama. Anyway,
Thank you for your time.
Sure. Just let me know if you need anything.
Let's give Charlie a treat. He's on a chair, but I'll put him in the box for treat. So let's zoom into his box there, and we'll give him a treat. Charlie, you want treats? I think Charlie knows he's not on camera, or he knew he wasn't on camera. He was in the chair. He's like, I'm not on camera. Whatever. I'll just lay over here. He just knows. Oh, did I accidentally end it? Did I accidentally end the taco party with the switch over? We'll have another taco party. Well, the number of tacos in the taco party that you see falling down is equal to the number of tacos that you get. So it keeps going up. So the first time there's a taco party, there will be 10 tacos raining down. The second time there will be 20. The third time there's 40, and then it just keeps going up. So there's the exact number of tacos on the screen that people actually get. So you can count them if you want to. Yeah, I know. Not many people know. That's the way I programmed it to do. I put 320 tacos on, and then I just show a number equal to the amount that were awarded. Thanks for the taco party, Gregory. Unless, of course, the bot's off, I guess, but it knows how much it should award, so it should be correct. Alright, what do we want to do? I guess we want to do something with this? No, wait. Did you count them? Did you count the tacos? I mean, there might have been some behind my head too, so. Where's the recording? Duck Game began as a traditional video game but has recently become a popular VR sport. All the kids are quacking about it. Yes, he did. He did get the special treat earlier. Like right before I started, after I started, I gave him the treat. Actually. Yeah, I don't see the recording. Maybe we have to go to our house and I don't know. It's not in my items. It's propaganda, and they really could have used better paper stock. Well, you know, that would have cost money. They're handing out brochures to everybody because they're so damn cheap. Alright, let's leave, I guess. Nothing here. Alright. Hey, we're at the point where I'm not exactly sure what to do. Let's talk to this customer.
I haven't seen you around here before. Is there something I can help you with?
Hey, it's somebody who actually has a voice.
Another one of his fans, huh? Yeah, he comes here sometimes.
I'm not.
I don't really get why everyone likes him so much. Well, I have a picture from this time he flipped off a box of kittens. Somebody brought them to try to give away, and one of them scratched him up. He ended up taking it home, but he really hammed it up about getting scratched.
You were finishing Yakuza 4 Remastered. How was it?
I think he ended up calling him, I think it was Captain Snuggles?
Captain Snuggles.
It was pretty funny, actually. I'll send your ROM a picture.
Evidence added to items.
Frankly, I'm starting to feel a bit uneasy about this.
Okay, we had to talk to the customer.
Mr. Nova's clearly an upstanding individual, if just a bit boisterous. But I suppose if we're in for a penny, we're in for a pound.
Hey, look, it's a British currency reference. In for a penny, in for a pound.
This should be more than enough anecdotal evidence to fabricate a less than flattering image of Mr. Nova that the public will eat right up. Let us present our story to him immediately. Hopefully our delay has not put him in physical danger.
Wait. Wait, no. I guess I will save. Save plot 2. You know, I want to save it as not so supernova, but I can't. I don't have enough characters. Because that would be funny.
Hey, you two! I think I'm gonna have to let security know that you're not allowed back in the building. Doubtful, but let's hear it. Never let it be said I didn't give someone a chance to dig their own grave.
Hey, that's completely out of context.
7 is already on Steam. Wow. That's a lot. That's a lot of numbers.
And I love Captain Snuggles. Sure, we didn't get off to a good start, but he's a great cat. The best.
Charlie, flipping off a kitten? Why? Anyway, this is just pathetic. This is really your best attempt at blackmailing us?
No, this was my first attempt. This was my first attempt at blackmailing you.
So what? I like to show people a good time. There's nothing wrong with that.
Damn it, I told you to get off the crash, Charlie. Shit like this keeps coming up.
I did. And besides, I wasn't doing anything illegal.
Whatever, this is still nothing but hot air.
Oh yeah, well what about this where Charlie says...
You need to step up your game, kid.
He's... I don't even know.
Ha! You're just grasping at straws. This speech was truly a beacon of light for the entire entertainment community. There's no way an original sermon like that is going to convince anyone that I'm a bad guy.
Well, with some creative editing. You go public with this flimsy smear piece, I'm gonna tear you apart.
Oh, enough, enough! I'm not cut out for this cloak and dagger game, Sympathy.
He's never flipped off a kitten. I've never flipped off a kitten either.
What's the big deal anyway? It's not like they've got anything substantial to use. I might as well give them what they want, so they'll go away.
Yeah, give me what we want, so we'll
Tell
go
them
away.
whatever you want. And I'll be taking that evidence.
Hey, it worked.
You didn't have to do all of this. Woohoo! I would have helped if you had just asked. But it's always push and dig and needle, isn't it?
I mean, we did ask.
I'm not a journalist. I'm just an anchor. I read off a teleprompter and look good doing it. I don't have much to offer you, but here's what I know.
Okay.
Trust me, I'd love to lay down some earth-shattering pronouncement and dazzle you with my investigative skills, but all I've got is flimsy threads at best.
Flimsy threads.
The thing is, all this stuff with my stories...
Journo. The thing is, all this stuff with my stories...
Stuff getting changed, making me look like I don't like the human revolution or whatever. It started after I had an upgrade made to my VR uplink hardware.
Really? An upgrade, you say? Oh?
The technically legal kind. Look, I like to have a good time at a party, right? But Sympathy keeps hammering on me for pounding back too much crash and whatnot.
Okay. This is interesting.
Nothing illegal, but she says it makes me look like shit on camera the next day. So I went to this guy I know. Good guy. Everyone uses him. He's called Nanya.
Is he the guy that the Hossie bar person was trying to set us up with?
He does great work. After just one simple back alley brain surgery, bing bang boom.
Back alley brain surgery. That's hilarious.
I can use an app to make my VR uplink have the same effect on my brain that the stims do, without all the nasty physical side effects.
Hey, that makes sense. That actually makes sense.
It could be a coincidence, though.
So he can basically make it seem like he's taking the drugs without taking the drugs, and it saves him money on drugs.
The tech guys didn't find anything wrong with my uplink, and they say the modifications check out. But that Nanya guy does a lot of work for media people around here, so if a bunch of posts are getting changed, maybe that's your weak link. Anyway, that's it. Pretty flimsy, but I'll send you the address and you can go talk to him.
That's a lead. I'd call that a lead.
If he'll even see you, that is. Well, we took far too long to get to it, but I'm quite happy to assist in any way that I can. Just make sure you source me in your article, right? Maybe run a rough draft past me and I'll give you some quotes. I'm certain that'll help signal boost the story all the way to the stratosphere.
All the way to the stratosphere.
Give it the old Charlie Nova bump. Maybe we can smooth out all this silliness between us. Anyhow, I really have to get back to work. Let me know how it goes with the murderous hacker thing. My ROM will call your ROM.
Thanks. Thanks. That went okay. Alright, now we need to go here, I guess. I'm gonna guess we won't be able to get in. Just a guess.
This looks like the spot.
Does it?
I'm awfully nervous and still a bit shaken up.
About what? Or by what?
Let's hurry and get out of here.
Wrestler and wrestler. There's two wrestlers.
Hold up there, Speedy.
What? Oh no.
I've never seen the two of you around here before, and I know everybody.
Who's this and why do they have a microphone?
Why don't you let me know what's going on here first before you start barging through people's doors? Feel me?
Hello? We're just here to speak to Nanya about something.
Just got into town and you're already asking favors from folks, huh? Tisk, 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 my little blue friend.
What?
I mean...
No, it's not like that. Listen, we don't want any trouble, but we're kind of in a hurry.
Trouble? There's no trouble here. We can be friends. I like this one. You're a little more street smart than your blue bot buddy here, I see. No, I like you too. You're cool in my book.
Thanks.
And since we're all such good friends now, maybe you'll be willing to give back to the community and do a favor for your new pal Formula first.
What kind of name is Formula?
Don't you worry about that.
I had to ask.
You see, I'm a budding street musician. Working on my next big hit. Feel me? But I'm sorta stuck on a few lines. I just gotta get these last few rhymes right. Maybe you could share a little of your creativity with me.
It's robot rap battle time.
Come on, it'll be fun.
Are you sure about this?
Taco?
You know how important this has become.
Well, I mean...
Time is of the essence.
He's obviously in our way.
You don't have time to not help me.
Huh?
What do you think would take longer? Helping an up-and-coming singer-songwriter finish a guaranteed worldwide hit? Or you could ignore me and maybe I'll send over an anonymous tip to the Neo-SFPD. You see, I know for a fact that everything inside this shop here is 100% legal. But I bet whatever you got in your mind sure ain't. Even if they didn't find anything, it'd take the rest of the day to iron out.
I hope to get matched up against Gene. Formula, yeah. Formula. See, formula. Right there.
People like you don't come down here for anything boring. We clean up good. How well do you cover your tracks when you're in such a hurry? I wonder.
We're not here for anything illegal.
This isn't good. If Lexi in particular gets suspicious and starts tracking us down, things will become rougher for us.
Quiet, Turing.
Not to mention all the other people it could indirectly affect.
Don't be dropping names.
This whole case is life or death.
Jeez.
Huh, kind of a dramatic rhyme, ain't it? But I made my point clear. If you don't help me out, I'll make sure you never get in to see Nanya at all. He's my buddy. Done me a favor or two, so I return him when I'm asked. That's how we do things around here. I knew you'd see it my way.
This nothing. In a movie, Miss Marks is a famous rapper named Forstick.impeg. Okay.
All you gotta do is help me complete my rhymes, you dig?
That would be...
A couple of them are just missing a word or two, but if I really want to make this sound fantastic, I'm gonna need some killer inspiration.
I'm gonna have to add, like, a good 40 minutes to the timer.
It's gonna be super cred.
Super cred.
Anyway, you ready for this?
Alright, let's do it.
Gonna give it a shot? That's what I like to hear.
Here we
Here's
go.
the first line I'm having trouble with. You ready?
I already said I was ready.
It's my favorite season, only comes once a year. I'll show you the true meaning of, hang on a second. It's my favorite season, only comes once a year. I'll show you the true meaning of my holiday cheer. Hey, yeah, that totally works. Great idea, thanks a ton.
Okay, now.
Here's the next line.
Let's get him to say something ridiculous.
Ready? Pay attention now. If you bring mistletoe, you knock me off my guard. And if you want my number, You know, for this one, I don't think words are gonna be enough. I'm gonna need some inspiration to make it come together. If you've got anything to show me that you think will help me out, let me know.
Wait, what was the thing? I don't remember what the line was. It was guard. Business card. Here we go. Business card. Business card. The only thing that I can think of is business card. What about you?
If you bring mistletoe, you knock me off my guard. But if you want my number, I'll give you my business card.
There you go. Exactly.
Hey, that totally works.
I'll poop in your yard.
Really, thanks so much. I'd never be able to write a song like this without you.
A Christmas-themed love song?
Yours
Aren't
is
those
better.
supposed to be pretty tacky?
Alright, now I need your help with just one more line. I promise it's the last one. This one's been driving me up a wall. I hope you can tackle it as well as you did the others. Ready? Here we go. This is harmony. I think we're vibing the same tones. We can ride this beat with a nice pair of, damn it.
Oh my gosh.
This is getting embarrassing.
I was thinking the exact same thing.
There's no way to salvage this one without some seriously fresh inspiration, yo.
Yeah, this guy's pretty bad.
Don't lose hope. I'm sure it'll hit us any second now.
A medium-range electro pistol. A serious pair of medium-range electro pistols. Let's see if he'll do it.
This is harmony. I think we're vibing the same tones. We can ride this beat with a pair of stun guns. That doesn't rhyme. Oh man, you totally threw off my style with that one. You might need to find some more inspiration around before you can really help me. I'm gonna keep thinking, but let me know if you come up with anything new.
Haven't you ever rapped before?
I'm gonna give him that one now.
This is harmony. I think we're vibing the same tones. We can ride this beat with a pair of pamphlets. That doesn't rhyme. Oh man. You might need to find some more.
Yeah.
I'm gonna keep thinking.
Do you even know?
I just wanted to hear him say it because that's funny. We're gonna go with your headphones.
This is harmony. I think we're vibing the same tones. We can ride this beat with a pair of GX Ultra beats. That doesn't rhyme.
Oh.
Oh man, you totally threw off my. You might need to find some more inspiration around before you. I'm gonna keep thinking, but let me.
Come on, aren't you a writer?
Oh no.
Wait, those are... sure, why not?
So the headphones didn't work. Hey, we pet the cat. We pet the cat. Run, donut, walk. I approve. I approve of that name. We should have people who design these video games name everything in the world. I feel like the world would be a much better place if everything was named after things from video games. Run, donut, walk. I like it. It doesn't look like we can use items on other items, so, let's try the donuts on.
This is harmony. I think we're vibing the same tones. We can ride this beat with a pair of yummy Christmas scones.
Well, that worked.
He does know those are donuts, right?
Now that's what I call a tasty beat. That was amazing. I can't believe you pulled it off. Whatever you do for work now, it doesn't matter. You should become a musician. We totally become rivals, and I bet you that On second thought, you keep your day job. This is my territory. You feel me? But you did help out in a huge way, so I guess you're cool. Go on in and see Nanya whenever you want. I'll just be chilling out here, soaking up the inspiration of my surroundings, baby.
Here, you can keep the scones. It was nice meeting you, Formula.
Floor donuts for the win. Or sidewalk
Hey, you
donuts.
too, little Bob Blue. Hey, that kinda right.
Let's go.
We're headed in. Hey, look at these cables. This looks like that one place. A colossal mess of tangled wires sprawled on the floor. No, you can't even begin to try to clean this up. I wasn't gonna clean them up. That wasn't my plan. Hey! Oh, there's somebody right here. A CRT monitor? A CRT monitor? But this year, in this part of the country, what the heck? Like, whew. Why would you do that to yourself? It's so heavy.
Nope. Nope, I don't know you. You got someone willing to vouch for you? If not, get out of my
I knew it.
Moolah? That guy's a hoot.
A hoot and a
Keeps out
half.
the riffraff and fakers, too. But seriously, where did you hear about me? Charlie? Yeah, I remember him. That TV guy runs his mouth a lot. Yeah. Paid good enough. Alright then, what can I do for you?
That was good enough. I thought I was gonna have to go back to the coffee shop.
Sure, if that's what you want to call me. If your credit's clear, you can call me whatever you want. Enough foreplay. What can I do for you? A fresh install, custom firmware, maybe an upgrade? I can pretty much do it all. But most people come in here for VR implants. Turns out brain surgery is expensive, yeah?
We're in a bad situation. Local news articles are being mysteriously altered after they've been posted to the mesh, even while the originals are still online. Charlie Novas are being manipulated as well, and he pointed us in your direction. It didn't start happening until after he had his implant upgraded.
What are you, cops?
No.
No, worse. You're journalists.
We're journos.
Get the hell out of my shop! I have a business to run. I don't have time to answer shit about shit that don't got shit to do with me. You found the door before, find it again. And tell Charlie he can get someone else to do him a rush job when he's back on stims and needs a workaround. He ain't welcome around here anymore.
Give us a moment, please. I don't know about you, but I'm getting tired of being given the runaround by these meat bags.
Meat bags.
We could just find some bribe or blackmail to get what we want from this Nanya. But I think it's time to take matters into our own hands. I have an idea. Keep him occupied for a few minutes. Just do what you normally do and ask questions. Nothing about the blog post, though. We don't want to set him off. Just keep him talking. It'll only take a minute.
Is Turing gonna hack?
Are you gonna get going, or am I gonna have to call someone to make you get going? Damn straight. Now get out of here!
If anyone was going to hack Charlie's implant, you would have the best access.
Are you kidding me? You think you get to walk into my place of business and accuse me of installing malware onto a customer's implant? Fine, bring it on! My reputation is ironclad, and there just ain't no way Charlie's implant was ever touched. Messing with the firmware would make it light up like Christmas morning with user warnings. So unless he's been letting someone else dig around in his head, you'll be the one left looking like an asshole. VR interfaces require a hardline connection to receive I.O. So unless Charlie's been using a headset to route his ROM's HUD through it, there ain't no way to get into it.
I don't think we can die in this game, but I should save.
And if Charlie's installation got infected, I don't see what the hell that has to do with me. Tell him to buy some antivirus software and keep off the sketchy porn sites. The end.
Not that you would care, but my creator Hayden died over this. You think we care about your reputation?
You're out of your damn mind, robot. I've done nothing wrong. Are we done? It is. Now you're ragging on my profession? I help people, and that's all you need to know. I'm not doing anything illegal, unless you're some kind of corporate apologist and think factory warranties are sacrosanct. Just because I want to be discriminating with my clientele, doesn't mean I'm a crook.
Okay.
Tell you what, how about you get the hell out of my shop? And don't come back without a cop and a warrant, since you're so concerned about the public welfare. Yeah, whatever.
Burn. That's...
Go ahead and try something, if you want me to shove that ROM you got down your throat.
Hey, that's not very nice. That's not very nice to say to Turing. Did you get what you wanted, Turing? Like, did you get what you... What's this? Okay. Did you get what you wanted? I guess we'll leave. Let's see if Turing got what he wanted.
You may not know this, but I have a finely tuned sense of electromagnetic fields. All ROMs do.
Oh, that's the CRT monitor.
We need to be able to maintain optimal contact with the mesh,
Probably.
catalog and use various wireless transmissions, and avoid areas with dangerously high interference. Your stock off-the-shelf ROM has very little command over the frequencies available to be scanned. But I'm starting to realize how very little of me is stock or off-the-shelf after the changes Hayden made. That means when the humidity is low, the air fairly sings for me, amongst other things.
I'm not quite getting your point yet.
Meaning, in layman's terms, I could read his monitor over his shoulder while being across the room.
See, I knew it. You can read monitors without actually seeing them?
Well, some. I doubt I could have handled an LCD monitor. They require extra parts I just don't have.
That I guess explains why he had a CRT monitor.
And the fidelity is a bit low. Anyways, Nanya looked up his client records on Charlie, and I got some of the names of his other customers off of the spreadsheet. One in particular stands out, Shotaro Otsuka. Mr. Otsuka is a moderately prominent tech blogger, respected, perhaps a bit vitriolic. He catches my attention, though, because historically he has been very critical of Parallax in his posts. Recently, though, the tone has been increasingly moderate, and now he is almost effusive in his praise.
Interesting.
His fans are accusing him of shilling for the company, but many of his earliest posts show some of the same manipulations that we saw from Augmented Eye and Nova's blog. Now it's like he's being ghost-written entirely. Couldn't hurt to check, right? I've marked the location of Shotaro Otsuka's apartment on your map.
Okay. Our lead is getting more leady.
After you.
Getting leads. We're getting leads just all over the place. No, that's no. I didn't mean to go there. I was confused. That's where we are. Lakeshore, rain. It's raining apparently.
This is the building.
Ropes. Taco.
Mr. Otsuka
Not
must
gross
do well
taco.
for himself, considering the neighborhood.
Just gross it was raining.
Not the priciest section of Neo SF, but nice enough for a self-employed tech blogger. Perhaps we should just ring the bell? We both know it won't be that easy, but it's important to maintain some courtesies.
Yeah, let's talk to this person. Hey, I remember you. You were at the place where the thing. You were at the thing in the place. I remember you. I totally remember you. What are you doing here?
Greetings, guests. I am LJ2. Shotaro Otsuka's wrong.
Hey, LJ2.
Shotaro was not expecting any company at this hour, but I will let him know you are here. Sorry for the wait. Please hold on for just a moment while I fetch him.
That's encouraging.
And
That was odd. Maybe try the bell again.
Greetings, guests. I am LJ2. Shotaro Otsuka's wrong. Shotaro was not expecting any company at this hour, but I will let him know you are here. Sorry for the wait. Please hold on for just a moment while I fetch him.
What is taking so long? All right, third time's the charm, right?
gross, wet, soggy taco.
Once more, with feeling.
With feeling. Alright, we're gonna click this, like, with feeling. Here we go. Click!
Greetings, guests. I am LJ2. Shotaro Otsuka's wrong. Shotaro was not expecting any company at this hour,
Sounds
but
like
I will let him know you are here.
an automated
Sorry
message.
for the wait. Please hold on for just a moment while I fetch him.
Ah! Why can't this ever be easy? I swear I'll blow out a fuse before we're done. Thank Hayden for system redundancies. Well, that's that. Let's see if we can find a way into Mr. Otsuka's apartment ourselves.
We're gonna illegally enter. Who's this person? Let's talk to them.
Hey, didn't I see you earlier at TMI?
That's what I was thinking.
Nice to meet you. I'm Sky.
Hey, Sky, what's up?
You weren't prepared for the weather, huh? Your
No.
ROM looks fancy enough to keep track of that. My gym's closed this week for the holidays. Gonna see some family tomorrow.
Okay. The trunk is prickled and rough as far as you can reach. Okay. Let's look at the window. A gorgeous picture window with engraving and crown molding. Whoa. The design is just slightly worn from weather and general outside hazards. There could be spiders in those holes.
Boogeyman!
Or spiders. Hey, look at that.
Mr. Otsuka's apartment is on the 2nd floor. The fire escape should give us access to his window. We just need something to let us reach it. I'm sure there's some piece of detritus or loose end laying around we could use. Oh, that's how these things always work.
What?
You weren't prepared for the weather, huh? Your ROM looks fancy enough to keep track.
About that.
You want my umbrella?
Yeah.
Not for the weather. We need to use the hook handle to reach the fire escape ladder so we can pull it down.
Oh, you live here and lost your key card, huh? I totally understand. I do that all the time. But look, as much as I'd love to give you this umbrella, I'm kinda using it right now. Where I come from, see, we're all about equal trades. It's part of our culture.
Gym culture?
Sorry, but unless you've got anything interesting to exchange for it, I'm gonna hold on to this. Don't want to get wet.
We got a brochure. We got a brochure.
Those guys are gross. Are you a part of that? Oh, you're not? Then let's not talk about it, okay?
I thought maybe you could use it. We've got a... We could just stun gun you.
Whoa! Calm down! Calm down!
What? We weren't going to shoot you.
Oh. Then you can't have it.
We were gonna shoot you, actually. It was totally my plan.
Hey, is this real? The real Yannick Fairlight?
Yeah.
You know him?
Of course I do! He's one of the most innovative tech minds of the last few generations! Can I please have this? I'll give you the umbrella. Yours to keep if you want.
I think it's a fair trade.
Alright.
Thanks! Here you go.
Yoink!
This is so exciting! I'm gonna go call him right now!
Call him? Maybe that wasn't the best idea. Oh well, now we have our tool and a pretty spiffy one at that. Let's go.
Oh well. And he said spiffy too. I just wanna note that. He said spiffy, so I'm not the only one that says spiffy.
Excellent work.
Taco. Hey, this window looks open, doesn't it?
This window is unlocked. Let's go in.
We're not breaking and entering because we haven't broken anything, but we are entering. Ugh, what's that smell?
I'm not sure.
I think we know what that smell is.
My olfactory sensors detect chemicals associated with decaying food and something else I can't pin down.
I think we know what that smell is, and it's not good. I'm just saying.
It's unfamiliar to me.
It's a dead body. You think it's a dead body? We're gonna here we go. Well, let's look at the Christmas tree first before we do anything. Let's admire the Christmas tree. It might be small, but it has lots of spirit. Let's use it. It may be a pocket tree, but don't pickpocket it. Alright. And then we'll look at this TV, which seems to be generating no light at all. Okay, here we go. Here we go. You ready?
That's better.
Dead body. Right there. His ROM. Okay.
Let's take a look around.
It wasn't as bad as I thought. An old greasy bag of to and fro. A fast food chain the state is famous for. Flies are circling like vultures. The ROM just sits there. It appears to be powered down.
Shotaro must be plugged into the mesh. He hasn't even noticed us. I feel like I could scream without him knowing. Ah! Hi! Mr. Otsuka! Nothing.
Hello, guest. Shotaro has been a bit under the weather recently, so he has not been receiving anyone. He is trying very hard to keep up with his deadlines, but I will check and see if he has a moment to speak with you.
We just checked, and he seems busy.
Is there anything else I might assist you with? A drink, perhaps? Shotaro has been under the weather for some time, but I could not tell you precisely when. He rarely has visitors or goes on outings, so this is only slightly abnormal behavior for him. In fact, you are the first visitor he has had in a while.
In a while.
Several days, in fact. Perhaps you could ask him about it yourself. I will check and see if he has a moment to speak with you.
I like how he just sits there.
He is. Shotaro is a diligent man, even in the face of such adversity. If you are a reader of his work, his next significant piece will be going online tomorrow. I will not spoil it for you. I run regular self-checks and have noticed no irregularities in either my hardware or software.
Good to know.
I appreciate your concern. If you think I am behaving erratically, perhaps you could mention it to Shotaro. He is skilled at maintenance. Very well. Let me know if you need anything. I'm always happy to assist.
Oh no!
There we go.
We're too late!
Looks like he's not in VR after all.
It looks like he's been here for a couple of days, maybe a little longer. That means whoever did this did it before we even found out about all of this. Stabbed in the chest, right through the back of the chair. Looks like it severed his carotid artery. I don't want to make any assumptions, but I can't help but wonder if this was done by the same person who assaulted Zin.
I have a theory. I have a theory. Of who did this.
His ROM doesn't even think anything is wrong. We need to hurry. If I'm right, everyone we've talked to so far is in more danger than we thought. Someone is following us. We have to find his computer so I can see if I can pull anything relevant off of it.
My current theory is Turing's previous counterpart.
You interrogate his ROM.
That's the only mention that I just recall as being a possible suspect.
Maybe you can find out why it's acting so strange.
Maybe not.
Shotaro has been a bit under the weather recently. He is trying very hard to keep up with his...
That's okay. We'll wait.
Is there anything else I might assist?
Oh.
It shut itself down again. Let's see if we can pull some useful information off of Mr. Otsuka's computer. If we can find it.
I totally recognize that music. Where's his computer? I don't see his computer. We have his desk. It's touch sensitive. The entire desk must be his computer. Oh, okay. Cool.
I'll start downloading these files.
Do it.
I finished my examination of Mr. Otsuka's computer.
That was fast.
I didn't find anything particularly interesting, but I copied some files to be examined later.
Really?
If we're all done here, we should hurry and go warn Nanya about what we found. Charlie and Sympathy, too. They might be in immediate danger, so we must act fast. Let's head for Nanya's business.
We're gonna warn Nanya first? Nanya's a jerk. Like, I mean, I guess it's a good idea, but just to get his... I don't know. Alright, I guess we can just click leave, right? I guess we're going there. I mean, he's not gonna be happy.
Shit! What the hell are you doing back here? Wait, let me guess. You stole some of my files, or hacked my brain, or used telepathy or some shit. Found out someone else got hit by your little ghost in the machine, and when you got there, found out he was deader than new disco.
Wow. That's kind of amazing that...
That close enough?
That is distressingly accurate.
Well, it wasn't much of a damned guess. Charlie Nova is dead.
Well...
What? Charlie is...
I guess that explains why we went here first.
The auto cab he was in drove him right off the bridge and into the bay. It's been all over the news for the last 10 minutes, and I'm not looking to be next. I'm getting the hell out of Neo-SF, and I'm gonna forget that I ever saw you, ever knew Charlie, ever gave a shit about any of this. Hell, maybe I'll pick up a new career. I'm less likely to get murdered for being a fry cook, that's for damn sure. Have a good life!
Oh no! No, 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 no! Why is this happening?
Well, he got hit by something.
There was no one in that car. No heat signatures, no wireless emissions, nothing. That wasn't even an auto cab. It's a manual. I don't know. I don't know. I don't know. I don't know. That's it.
Turing
This is
doesn't
too
know.
much. I've had enough. I don't care who's controlling the news anymore.
Turing doesn't know.
Almost
Turing
everyone we've talked to so
freaking
far
out.
has died, and I can't live with any more blood on my hands.
Turing is freaking out.
We're not investigating this lead any further. As of right now. Logically, I know that.
Taco.
We haven't set out to harm anyone. But someone is using us as a stalking horse, hiding behind our investigation to clean up whatever this is. If they want to keep taking out people involved in this, they're going to have to dig them up without our help.
But the one guy was dead before we even got there. I mean,
We don't have any other leads anyway. Thank you for sticking with me, though. We have more pressing avenues of inquiry to make. Let's move on.
we're abandoning this. Well, I mean, this game does not autosave, so please be sure to save frequently. Alright, it looks like we're probably getting to a new chapter. Chapter 4. What a weird looking 4. I think that's supposed to be a 4. Man.
Well, we should go to Melody's home and at least meet her.
Melody's home and meet her. Alright. Oh no, it's dead? No! We forgot to talk to it. Oh. Oh, we forgot to talk to it the last time we were here. Dang. We were supposed to talk to it every time we were here and we didn't. We could have saved that plant. We're gonna have to restart the whole game. It's the most important thing. Saving that plant. $10. Yes. Done. Alright, we're gonna go to her house. We're gonna figure out what is going on, and then we're gonna be probably done for today. Is my guess. We at least want to kind of figure out what's going on at this flower mansion.
Oh, I'm sorry. I was wool gathering. I see we've arrived at the Melody Flores residence. It's quite impressive.
Wool gathering?
But that's to be expected, considering that she is still the majority owner of the Flower Cybernetics Group, despite retiring from day-to-day operations at the company. I wonder how she and Hayden first began working together.
Same.
Sorry. Back on task. Is there anything you'd like to know before we head inside?
Yeah, let's get some info.
Flower Cybernetics was established in the early 2000s by Melody's mother, Antonella. It started out developing cutting-edge medical tech, including advanced prosthesis and nanoparticle diagnostic and treatment technologies.
Ooh.
They were vastly successful when they perfected the first synthetic nerve mesh, allowing direct connection and control between the nervous system and a cybernetic prosthesis. The majority of their early projects were defense technologies for the American military,
Makes sense.
developing ruggedized military prosthesis for use on injured soldiers, and then eventually electively for special forces.
Still
This
makes
research
sense.
line culminated in the development of brain-controlled androids as shock troops, long since barred by international law. Melody took over the company from her aging mother, and she fought against developing further military hardware from that point on. She pushed the company to use the BCA technology for the company's original goals of medical advancement, as well as developing the first direct link virtual reality implants.
Okay.
The company is largely successful on a global scale, despite continued legislative movement against extensive cybernetic use, especially brain implants.
What can you tell me about Melody?
Not a whole lot.
Ew.
She's largely private, in contrast to her mother's penchant for courting a media circus. Several biographies of former Flower executives show her as intensely passionate about demilitarizing the company to the point of absolute viciousness in the boardroom. But it's been a long time since her days of fighting for the company, and she's since stepped away from the helm. There's talk that she's lost her spine in her old age, but... well, I'd take that with a grain of salt.
Taco.
She may have retreated from the corporate battlefield, but you don't change the entire direction of a company as large as Flower if you're a quitter. Stay on your toes. He did, and I can't shine much light on that. I know that System 1 worked with Flower to help develop the first operating systems for the direct link virtual reality implants, so perhaps it happened during that time. Also, Flower eventually went with a different company for future models of the implant, but there was never any public talk of a personal falling out between the heads of the companies.
Interesting.
I'll scrape the mesh for more rumors, but they'll only be that, rumors. I can do my best to parse fact from fiction, but it blurs too much for me to be sure what's real.
That's legit.
No time like the present, then.
Who's this? Who's this? Is this a bear? Is this a bear? Brr? Is that a bear?
It appears so.
I think this game is reading my mind.
Your guess is as good as mine. Mine says we can go in.
Mine says, bear with me, but we can go in.
Should we?
I don't know. I can't bear to stand here any longer, so I guess we'll go in.
Oh, wow! Swanky!
Oh, wow. Swanky? What's this? This looks like a mouse and a bear, and I have no idea what's going on the TV, but, oh, it looks like maybe news. Swanky?
I have been trying to increase my usage of colloquialisms. Is Swanky too out of date?
He said spiffy.
It's certainly before my time.
Oh, Miss Flores! Excuse us for the intrusion. My name is Turing, and...
Oh, I know who you are.
Do you now?
I can explain. I know you don't like Dr. Fairlight very much, but I assure you there's a situation.
Fairlight? I didn't realize Hayden's research had become a charity case. Though I suppose little boy Yannick will throw money at anything that raises his profile on the mesh.
Wait, you know Hayden? Also, we actually only just met Dr. Fairlight yesterday.
Oh, that's too bad. Now Pat won't have to eat you.
The bear's name is Pat.
What?
Though I'm not sure your gears would have been good for his digestion.
Actually, madam, I'm not comprised of gears.
Well, either way, he's on a diet. This philosophy is how I lead my life. Sometimes you eat the bear, and sometimes the bear, well, he eats you.
Okay.
Do you understand?
Not really.
Look, I don't have all day to entertain you, Turing, nor your new friend. Not even for Hayden. You don't have time to waste if you're going to find him, either.
Right.
What's the... It's a cat. It's a cat. Can we pet the cat? You give the cat a pet. The name on our collar says Lily. Can we talk to the cat? Let's talk to the bear. Let's talk to Pat. So, Gurr and stuff? Strawberries? Let's see if we can take some strawberries. They look too good to eat. That might be the point. Alright, I guess we should talk to her.
If you were one of Fairlight's worker bees, you wouldn't have made it through the door. So why are you here to badger me about poor Hayden?
You have me at a disadvantage, Ms. Flores. You seem far ahead of us on this matter.
Yes, you do.
Just call me Melody, darling. And of course. But I'll share a secret or two with you.
Hopefully 3.
I have so many questions. Do you know what's happened to Hayden?
I wish I didn't. Maybe you don't want to either.
Please, Melody, any information you might have. We haven't had access to any of his research notes, and couldn't track down any collaborators he may have been working with. Perhaps if we know more, we might be able to nail down a solid motive.
Well, I don't know if I can speculate on that, beyond the usual corporate infighting. Not that Parallax is known for that, of course. We had been catching up recently, and he mentioned feelings of being watched. He started to worry he had been discussing your development with the wrong people. When he stopped returning my calls, and now that you've shown up with a total stranger, it becomes clear what happened.
I see. Can you tell us anything else about his disappearance?
Oh, I'm
yeah, we're
afraid not,
keeping the
dear.
ruse that he's just
I've been
disappeared.
here long enough to know what's coincidence and what isn't.
I forgot about that. We got this ruse that he's just disappeared.
We were hoping you might be able to shine some light on my origins. Fairlight mentioned that you had worked with Hayden in the past.
I see Hayden didn't neglect curiosity in your personality makeup. Well, you and I haven't properly met, but considering how often Hayden badgered me for design schematics of Flower's latest neural implants, I might as well be your aunt? We'll go with that. I wouldn't mind being an aunt, even to a blue-headed robot.
I'm touched, Melody.
Well then, I'm willing to answer your questions, for now.
Indeed, I don't see the connection between your company and Hayden's research into machine sapience.
Me neither. Enlighten me.
Oh, Hayden wasn't researching machine sapience. At least not primarily.
Really?
Not to diminish the importance of your creation, Turing, but it's best you know the truth.
Can we handle the truth?
Hayden is mainly interested in developing a way to transfer human consciousness into a machine matrix. You can see why neural implants would obviously be an integral part of that.
Oh, I didn't realize.
The concept of transferring the human mind into a computer has been an attractive goal for decades. Functional immortality is a powerful lure. The brain is an immensely complicated machine. And even though we know the right buttons to push to make pictures show up,
Thanks for that raid.
we still can't replicate the entire thing as a technological construct.
What are you doing? Welcome to 2064 Read-Only Memories, where we're talking about functional immortality through a machine. Which I think seems way off from 2064. That's only like 43 years away. You know?
Yellow.
I feel like we're way off from that. Hey, Dr. Curse, thanks for the follow.
Even with the virtual reality implants, we're really just relying on the brain's ability to make sense of nonsensical signals.
That's true, I suppose.
So Hayden decided the best way to make a machine more like the human brain would be to work in the opposite direction. Instead of mimicking how the human brain worked, he started writing code that mimicked the functioning of the human mind. Think of it like convergent evolution. Two species adapt in similar ways, but on completely different continents.
That makes sense, I suppose. What were you up to, Retro Bladen? resident?
Hayden is a crack
Able to.
programmer when it comes to information collating. It's why Parallax hired
that
him
went
when
well.
they did. So he wrote a bunch of self-modifying learning algorithms that were, frankly, baffling and let them loose.
Baffling, huh?
Poke and prod them here and there to make sure they value the same things humans do. And we eventually end up with you, Turing.
Interesting. Hayden never revealed any of this to me.
That is interesting.
I imagine he's pretty tight-lipped. You were the first prototype he considered a real success, and he was afraid of contaminating your development before he had a chance to make good observations.
This, of course, is an immortality plot. I honestly wasn't expecting the immortality plot. Like...
Phew, if you can even call it involvement. It's a small city, and if you're in the tech sector, you are never more than 2 degrees removed from anyone else.
We have so many games that are like this that have to do with the AI plot.
When he started looking into this pet
So
project
many.
of his, he came right up to my door and demanded access to the research logs behind our earlier implants.
Demanded.
Cheeky, but it was impactful and disruptive, as they like to say around here. I couldn't care less about Flowers' patents anymore, so I gave him what he wanted, just to see what he would do. I'm frankly more impressed than I expected I would be, but don't tell him that.
Don't worry,
I don't think that's going to be a problem.
I won't.
Oh, that was a compliment, dear.
Hayden wasn't invested in Turing's development?
I didn't say that. Hayden was quite interested in Turing, even if he is just a step to further research. In fact, he was preparing to publish his findings involving Turing, and I know it's going to make one heck of a splash in the scientific community.
No doubt.
See, the most impressive part about you, Turing, is that you're surprisingly stock.
I assure you, Melody, my construction involves only the latest and greatest in ROM prototype technology.
Exactly. You're not off the shelf, but you're still just a souped-up ROM, more or less like every other one out there. Your personality algorithms are impressive, but they don't require some new space-age technology to work. Hayden is going to propose that human consciousness transference does not require special brain-like hardware architecture, but merely the right software wrapper to interface with the hardware.
Okay.
Much like how you function.
I suppose that is correct. Still, my personality matrices do take up substantial amounts of my processing power. Wouldn't custom hardware have capabilities that better serve such a demanding specialized task?
Sure, there's still plenty of reason in trying to make a computer that works just like a human brain. Efficiency is an important part of that. But if Hayden can emulate the human mind in existing technology, it means we can start the immortality now, rather than waiting for hardware to catch up with Hayden's software. Frankly, I'm not terribly interested in living forever, but there's more than enough people who are.
Thank you for this, Melody. understand so little of my origins.
Yes, you do.
Well, I'm sorry I don't know more of the specifics. Hayden kept me up to date on his progress, but only in the vaguest of ways. If you can hunt down his notes, I'm sure they'll tell you more.
Of course, we'll keep looking. Now, perhaps we could ask some other questions?
Sure.
Do we want to ask about that? We might as well.
Oh, hell, that old bastard and I have been flashing daggers at each other for the better part of 20 years.
We might as well ask.
I contracted out the software development for our first-gen direct-link VR neural implants to System 1. Things were going great, but after the first models sold like gangbusters, Yannick tried to get into bed with me, literally. I turned him down, very politely, I might add, and then, suddenly all of the cooperation between our companies dried up. We've been at it back and forth ever since. I'd be damned careful about trusting him if I were you.
Yeah, I got that.
He's a snake, and he'll do anything he can to get what he wants. Still, I suppose if he tried again now, I might not turn him down.
He's kind of in a chair. He's a little bit more of a suspect to me now.
It would be fun to needle him about me still having my own company when he doesn't have his. Good. I can get back to my retirement.
Thank you for your time, Melody. We'll be in touch later.
Oh, one more piece of information for you, if you'd like.
Another piece of info. Yes?
I've got the contact info for a Vincent Mensa, who I think might be of help to you. Vincent was working more closely with Hayden inside Parallax. Mostly on his company-approved research on data collating algorithms for the mesh.
Okay.
I'll send him a message and ask him to meet you somewhere.
That's interesting.
He owes me a favor anyway, and might be able to give you some more information on anything else Hayden may have been working on.
That would be fantastic, Melody. Perhaps Golden Gate Park?
Be careful, Turing. I don't like Fairlight's stench all over this scenario. Don't show him too many of your cards.
I don't like it either.
Cards? This euphemism is unfamiliar to me.
Don't tell him anything if you can. Fairlight is more dangerous the more he's informed.
Thank you, Aunt Melody. Wish us luck.
Yeah, Aunt Melody. Nice. I like it. I like it. I like it. Nice squeaky plastic on furniture sound. Nice. We go out the door. Can one truly use an open door? Yes. Latest episode of Media Blitz is going into the sordid details of a new teen actor's island love affair with a local politician's daughter. Okay. Alright, we're leaving. Okay. That is going to be where we stop today,